Hey guys, this is Guy4, bringing you once again to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start up a new file here. And there are some controls which aren't really all that important. Here's a little bit about the game, also not all that important. And this is Professor Oak. I guess he's kind of important. He's gonna show us a Pokemon, Nidoran female that is, which I'm not going to use because I don't like it. His job is to study Pokemon, and he wants to know a little bit about us. I am a boy, and I'm going to name my character what he is officially called in the games, and that is Red. And yes, that's correct. And he also asks us to remind him what his grandson's name is, so we can see for the first time the memory issues that Professor Oak has. And yes, it is Blue. So, as we begin our adventure here, we are going to shrink to sprite size. And here we are, in front of an NES. What I like about this game is that the text speed is already set to fast, so I don't have to change that. But you can withdraw a potion from your PC right here, and that is, I imagine it'll be helpful at some point, but we'll see. I could talk to my mom. She'd tell me that I'm looking for Professor Oak, or rather Professor Oak was looking for me, who lives next door. But if I go next door, I'll find his granddaughter, who would tell me that he's in his lab, and if I go to his lab, I'll find his grandson, who tells me that he's not there. So to find him, you have to head up this way, and he will come running after you, telling you that Pokemon live in the tall grass. Do not ever tell a teacher that Pokemon attacked you in tall grass, because most of them don't have the sense of humor that would make them pleased with you if you say something like that. So, Blue's fed up with waiting, and Professor Oak could not remember that he told him to come here and wait. But he offers you a Pokemon and tells Blue that he will get one too, but we get to pick first, which is a terrible deal. Here's Bulbasaur. It's grass poison type. I like it. I'm not going to use it. Squirtle is a water type. I'm not going to use it either. My favorite of the three, and the favorite of many people for very good reason, is Charmander, and I'm going to choose that one. And Blue gets to choose his Pokemon second. Yes, I do want to give it a nickname. And since it's male, it is going to be... Fans of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker will get a kick out of that one. It's a giant fire dragon. And Blue chooses the one that is elementally strong against yours. It's kind of a rock, paper, scissors sort of thing. Well, water beats fire, fire beats grass, grass beats water. And as you come down here, Blue will challenge you to your first Pokemon battle of the game, beginning a long tradition of you beating down on him. Or beating up on him, or winning in any case. And Oak assumes that you have never played a Pokemon game before. But I have played many Pokemon games, so he's just telling you that you win by taking down the other Pokemon. And I'm just gonna scratch here. Charmander's, in my opinion, one of the best picks for this first battle, because Bulbasaur and Squirtle have Tackle as their first move, which has a base power of 35 and accuracy of 95, but Charmander's Scratch has a base power of 40 and perfect accuracy, so chances are you're going to win this first battle unless you get extremely unlucky. And if you got that potion out of your PC, there's no reason why you should be losing. And you will always get a level up from this first battle. Assuming, of course, that you win. So, that's our first win. And what I hope to be many, many wins. And he runs off. So I'm going to show off a few of the menus here. Here's your options menu. You got your text speed, battle animations. Basically everything as it is right now is pretty good. I chose frame type 3 since I'm playing FireRed. Here you can save, here you can see your trainer card, how much money you have, how long you've been playing. Simple stuff like that. Here's your items. basic items, key items, Pokeballs. And here's your Pokemon screen. Here is our new Valoo. It is of a lonely nature, I see, which means that its attack is naturally going to go up more, and its defense will naturally be lower. As you saw in that first battle, my defense didn't go up any when I got that level up. It's not the best nature for a Charmander, but it's pretty good. You see my ability is to increase the power of fire-type moves in a pinch. There are 25 natures. Each of them will, well, 20 of them will raise one stat and lower another. The remaining 5 have no effect on your stats whatsoever. So I'm going to head up this way now, and I'll talk about something else. No, that wasn't it. In any case, this is our first wild Pokemon battle. This is a just basic Rattata, nothing too special about it. I don't like Rattata, it's annoying. Though, if your name is Joey, you should always have a Rattata, and be assured that your Rattata is in the top percentage of Rattata, because all people named Joey have an awesome Rattata. This guy works at the Pokemart, and he'll give you a free potion. And I'm on my way to Viridian City. I'm not going to sing the song, because I don't feel like singing. And I'm trying to avoid as many Pokemon battles as possible. Okay, I made it. And right up here is the Pokemon Center, and you can heal up there, but I don't really feel the need to heal. What you're actually supposed to do is go to the Pokemart first, and somehow this guy just intuitively knows that we're from Pallet Town, and I have no idea what possible indication he has that we're from Pallet Town. But he gives us a parcel to give to Professor Oak, so I'm just gonna run back to Pallet Town. You can jump off these ledges and cut a lot of time out of traveling, and you can avoid almost every patch of grass on the way back to Pallet Town. So, just hop. There are no items hidden anywhere on this route, so you don't have to worry about anything like that this early in the game. There will be hidden items later on, and I'll point out the locations of at least all the ones that I find important. So we need to give Oak his parcel now, and did I move automatically? No, I actually have to walk up to him, that's boring. He says that our Pokemon is growing more attached, and we give him a custom Pokeball that he ordered, and there's all sorts of speculation about that and I don't care. And now Oak wants to give us a Pokedex, which will record data on Pokemon that we see and catch, which is basically just what he's saying right now. And that's basically half the point of this game. You want to catch Pokemon and raise them up. And I will be catching my first Pokemon rather shortly here. Yeah, I won't. Whatever. Oh, yes, I remembered what I was going to say now. There are 17 Pokemon types. Normal, fighting, bug, flying. I'll put a list up somewhere on this video. They are all grouped into categories, either normal or special, based on which type it is. The power of physical moves, rather, is determined by your attack and your opponent's defense. Special moves, of course, determined by special attack and special defense, which is why I would rather have a nature that boosts special attack, because of course Charmander will learn all sorts of fire type moves, and those are all special. But Charmander's awesome anyway, and I'm sure I'm going to be very, very happy with him. But now it's time to catch a new Pokemon for my team, and somehow we haven't managed to see one yet, which is surprising to me. Here's another Rattata. You know what, I think I'm going to catch this Rattata just to have the data on it in the Pokedex. Like I said, I don't particularly care for Rattata. It's not a Pokemon I tend to use ever. Rattata is one of those Pokemon that I use until it evolves to get the data in the Pokedex, and then I put it in the box and it's never seen again. I'll show you all about the box system and when I get back to Viridian City. And I got a Rattata. Let's see what the Pokedex has to say on this annoying little thing. Fangs are long and very sharp, grow continuously so it gnaws hard things to whittle them down. And just for kicks, even though I'm not going to use it, I'm going to name this Rattata Joey. Because youngster Joey is the best Rattata trainer in the entire world. Now where's the Pokemon that I want to catch? There are 2 Pokemon on this route. One of them is Rattata, and the other one is... come on. Bah! As I was saying, the other Pokemon is a... come on, Pidgey, yes! Pidgey is a flying type, and this is a female Pidgey, so I'm going to try and catch it, and I know what I'm going to name it too, because I planned this out. If you are a fan of several LPs on YouTube, you may be aware of a fantastic channel, Zelda Reduds. It is a boyfriend and girlfriend doing LPs of Anton and Kathleen, and I asked them if I could name my Pidgey after one of them. Obviously determined based on what its gender was going to be, and since I caught a female Pidgey, this Pidgey's name is going to be Kathleen. I think I got that spelling right. So now I have 2 Pokemon. And with that being said, I'm going to show you the Pokemon Center for the one and only time I intend to do it in this LP, unless there's some fantastic item in there. Here's where you heal your Pokemon and just talk to the pink-haired nurse behind the counter. And the other thing I will often do in Pokemon Centers is I'll use this PC system. You can store items in your PC. You can have Professor Oak rate your Pokedex, or someone's PC here. You can store Pokemon, and I'm going to put Joey in the box. I'm fairly certain that it is a great deal less sad than it sounds. But with all that being done, I think this is a good part to, or rather a good time to leave off this episode. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, feel free to comment. If you like my videos so far, subscribe because there's more on the way. This has been Band the Guy 4, and I will see you guys next time.